company of my fellow executive directors of some of the major organizations in Central Ohio that are serving the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. I am honored and pleased to have us all together tonight. Lots of organizations and businesses have come together to support this event and to be a community partner. I'm only going to do half of them right now. I'm going to say them very quickly because I guess it's getting dark, right, Suze? The lights are coming on. All right, great. So I'm just going to go through a list of the first half. So Beacon Property Management, Betty's Fine Food and Spirits, Bravo, Cardinal Health Equality Network, Columbus, Deanery Deacons of the Episcopal Diocese of Southern Ohio, Columbus Women's Chorus, Dames Bond, Dignity, Columbus, Catholic Support, Dirty Frank's Hot Dog Palace, Dooley and Company Realtors, Equality Ohio Education Fund, Fifth Third Bank, First Unitarian Universalist Church, Girls Rhythm and Rock Camp, Gay Ohio History Initiative, Hair by Brian Hawkins, High Street Neighborhoods Magazine, Human Rights Campaign, Integrity USA, Kaleidoscope Youth Center, King Avenue United Methodist Church, Level Dining Lounge, Market Blooms Columbus, Network Columbus, and New Creation Metropolitan Community Church. So that's just half of the folks that are with us tonight, in spirit and by name. And now I would like to bring up another one of my colleagues, the Executive Director of the Equality Ohio Education Fund, Sue Doerfer.
Thank you. I'm really liking this idea that we all wear the same color on the same day. I'm thinking we should start doing this on a regular basis. So tomorrow will be green. Honestly, though, it's pretty amazing. I don't know about you, but while I was going throughout my day today, I was looking for people wearing purple. Because, I didn't need my gaydar because the allies are wearing purple as well. And it was a really amazing thing to feel connected to a broader community and feel connected to people that I don't know. So the suicides that we've seen that have been in the media are tragic, but they are not new. When I was 16, my very best friend told me that she was a lesbian, and this was a couple of years before I figured it out for myself. And it was quite a surprise to me because for years she and I had been teased about being queer. People had written things on our lockers. We were best friends. We were BFFs, as they say today. We were inseparable, and people teased us all the time. I didn't even really know what it meant at the time. I just knew that we were different and we were being excluded. And about 6 months after she told me, she, in the dramatic way that teenage girls can be, she pulled me aside and made me promise that she told me she was going to tell me something. And she made me promise that I wouldn't tell anyone. And she made me promise on, I don't remember, my dog or my mother or something, some really big promise. But what she told me was that she was going to kill herself. And I cried and I begged her. And she said she had had it. She could not go on another day. She didn't want to be gay. She couldn't deal with it. She couldn't deal with being an outcast. And we looked around. We knew no one. There wasn't an adult reaching their hand out. Our government was telling us that we were second class. Our government and our city that she wasn't good enough. Well, I broke my promise. When I heard an ambulance the next day, she lived about 3 blocks from me, and I heard an ambulance really early in the morning. And I broke my promise, and that's how the ambulance got there. And she lived. And she is a proud out lesbian today, who is an organic pig farmer in Wisconsin. But not everybody was so lucky, then and now. And people ask me, well, when they heard I was going to speak tonight, what is Equality Ohio? We are the statewide organization that works to advocate for legislative change, for pro-LGBT legislation at the state level. And people ask me, well, what does Equality Ohio have to do with bullying and teen suicide? It has everything to do with it. Ohio is currently dead last, tied with Kentucky out of all 50 states for LGBT rights. We can be fired from our jobs, kicked out of our houses, kicked out of restaurants. We can be kicked out of this park. And it would be totally legal. Now, maybe not in Columbus, but outside of Columbus. And as Gloria was talking about, the most vulnerable areas are the rural areas. So that's what we do. And we are working in a coalition right now on a cyberbullying bill. Because in my day, there was really one way to bully. It was face-to-face, person-to-person. Now there are so many different ways to bully, and kids can't get away from it. They're being texted, they're being Facebooked, they're being called on their cell phones. It is constant. So we are working right now on a coalition with many other youth organizations that are not LGBT specific on putting together a comprehensive anti-bullying bill, anti-cyberbullying bill that we will make sure includes LGBT youth. We are also still working on our Equal Housing and Employment Act, which would protect against discrimination in employment, housing, and public accommodations. This is a very basic right. The right to work, to support our families, the right to live is our very basic rights, and that's what we're working for. And don't think that the kids, that our youth aren't looking to us, because they are. Action is needed, as Gloria said. I think it was Gloria. Somebody said action is needed. We can't sit back. We can't let one more child feel like they are alone. Every one of us needs to reach out our hand and hold on to one of our youth and let them know that we are here and we are their family. We are their family. Those are our